Hi everyone, welcome to our live Terra Virtua gallery tour. Joining us today, we have our beautiful, beautiful Adidas from our moderation team and our wonderful Jeff.
Well, fam, what is up, whale fam? Happy 1 year anniversary. I need to get some whale emoji spam in stream text, please. Please throw that in there. Also, special shout out to Anissa, DC, Adi for helping us out here. Super pumped to be here. Super pumped.
Definitely our pleasure. But for this stream, the Whale team and Jeff are proud to present 22 art pieces from the vault, spanning 14 great NFT artists. The presentation is going to be in this Terra Virtua gallery, and we will be narrating, and we might also do a special giveaway, but we will see. So let's take a look. DC, let's go to Jose Delbo. An amazing artist. He's actually 87 years old and still creating art. It is absolutely insane.
He's really good. He is just incredible. I mean, his attention to detail is just insane. And for some reason, like, I still feel like he flies under the radar too.
He does. I think that, I feel like comic book artists are still a bit, underrated, but yet I feel like there's so much value to be done in the future. I think David Maisel. So I think he's the co-founder chairman of Marvel Studios, and they're going to be releasing their first comic book cover. I think it was called Phantom #1. I'm not sure if you guys have heard of it, but I think that comic books are becoming more and more mainstream as they become digital.
Oh yeah, 100%.
I mean, if you guys have not yet heard of who Jose is, I'd suggest looking into his comic book history and the creation of like Batman, Superman, Aquaman, Green Arrow, the Transformers. I mean, these are huge names that we all grew up with. So yeah, he's quite well known in this space.
Yeah. And we actually collected almost all of his one-on-one pieces when he first came to the space, especially the ones, I think that there was like a coronavirus edition. Well, not coronavirus edition, but you see that there's actually a face mask there. So either Jose Delbo predicted the pandemic, or I don't know what happened yet.
Are those little COVIDs flying around or what?
They have to.
That's so mean.
So tell us about this exhibit, right? I mean, this is an exhibit, a special one.
This is, yes. So for those that don't know what Terra Virtua is, this is 1/3 of our platform, our special art gallery. As you can see from the quality, well, it might be a little grainy just because of the stream, but if you go to terravirtua.io and download it at the bottom of the homepage, it is free. It is built in Unreal Engine, so when you see it actually on your own computer, the quality is just utterly pristine, not being biased whatsoever on that. But I think the quality will back up my terminology here. So this is a special gallery exhibition event that we did for Whale Shark. As you can see with Anissa, DC, and Adi, and especially Whale Shark, we have chosen 22 pieces from the vault to showcase in this special exhibition in our art gallery. And we're just running around, gonna say a few words about some of the pieces. And yeah, hopefully everybody enjoys what they see. Perhaps come check us out, download our art gallery, and build up your collections and look at yours. So,
from all of the galleries that I've seen, I can really say that this is the most realistic one that I've seen. It literally feels like I'm there. It's so detailed, even the lights and the things that are reflecting off the walls. They're so craftily done, so pretentious. Look at that.
Yeah, we tried to do and shout out to our development team on this. It's really cool. Like, you go in here and you're like, oh, it looks nice, but when you pay attention to like the shadows, the lights on the floor, the shadowing on the walls, the light reflections, it looks super real. I would encourage everybody to just go download this. You do need to download this client just because it's built in Unreal, so it's would be intensive on just through a web page. It wouldn't even have the quality, but the plans, the lighting, everything, the skylight, everything was just a lot of effort went into this. We actually have two other sides of the platform that I don't want to get too deep into because I want to focus on this, but we do have a Terra Dome for much larger items. You probably have seen our Godzillas and Kongs lately. And then we have our fan cave, which is more of a collector's room type feel, which there might or might not be a couple of giveaways today for one of our flagship items called V-Flex. For those that are watching the stream and see my avatar of the whale shark V-Flex, hint, hint, hint. You might have seen some of our custom hash mask V-Flex that have been going around the community and have been spoken about pretty heavily in the space right now. So you know what? Screw it. I'll just announce it. You know, we went ahead and made a couple of custom whale shark V-Flex. Of course, we will be gifting one to the vault, and we will be giving perhaps a couple away today to the community who will speak to me directly after the exhibition.
Super, super exciting. And thank you so much for giving this to the community. Your V-Flex looked absolutely amazing. And I can even see it in your avatar there. I mean, all the mods, we're all jealous about it. We're all jealous, but this is an amazing avatar. And so
what?
It's gonna be, what?
Want so bad.
Need it.
Where can I get one?
Oh, Gian!
Gian!
Hold on. Happy birthday to Gian!
Oh my God!
No, big mistake having joined. Oh my God!
Can I get a happy 1-year anniversary and a happy birthday to Gian?
Yes.
No. Oh yeah, it was too quiet for a while. I got jealous of you guys talking. It's beautiful, man. Let's keep going. I love these pieces.
It's fascinating because I feel like if we were talking like here in an actual gallery, we'd get kicked out. So that's a great thing about digital galleries, right?
Oh yes.
But when Gian shows up, we can actually shout.
I know, right? I got so pumped that all my crypto motors fam is here. Even though I haven't raced in a while, I've been so damn busy. But
oh, you have to join us.
Oh yeah, he was a pro racer.
Yeah, you were.
I am a pro racer. I thought, I was like, you know what? I am just taking so much whale from everybody racing. I was like, why don't I just give everybody else a fair chance, you know?
Oh yeah, for sure. That's what's happening.
Yeah. We've heard it so many times. Come on.
No, but it's true. You should join us later. You cannot say that your excuses work because from what I remember, you were actually going there to avoid work.
Yeah, I mean, considering this is a live stream and it might be shared by my company, I was on hold on a phone call.
Oh my God! I love how this is like a formal statement. This is a formal statement to Terra Virtua.
Yes.
If you're listening, and if you're finding Jeff, he's here.
Jeff, I'm sorry if I get you fired, man.
No, you will definitely not get me fired, but they will probably be very curious.
That's replied. Terra Virtua just said, we're totally not here, Jeff.
Anyways. I see. Okay, I am changing this subject before I really get fired. So I see right to your left, DC, I saw, I don't know if Anissa had spoken about it or Adi. Yes. I see clearly that is a Hackatow piece. Yes. Shout out to Hackatow, who's just really engaged with the whale community. I mean, I don't even know like how you summarize the work that Hackatow does. I mean, I know Anissa, you have a lot to say about Hackatow, but I think it's a name that's been just so familiar in this space. Someone that just grew to just the pinnacle of digital art in this space. So pretty cool to see a piece in here. I mean, I get excited. I'm biased, inside the art gallery, and I love seeing all sorts of different artists. But Hackatow I'm a big fan of their work for sure.
Definitely. I think he's really one of the artists that are leading and shaping the space, which is very interesting to see. And seeing that they're like a couple, it's like a duo working on these projects, it's insane. And even looking at their process, right? I mean, they're branching off into so many different directions. Now they're experimenting with like pixel art, and then they even did like, what was it called? I think it was like poured more pics, but then they also did like 3D versions of it, right? Does anyone remember the name of those? Those look insane. I think it's like visual representations of these poured mod pics.
One thing I really love about them is the fact that like their pieces, the more you look, the better they get.
They do.
Mm-hmm.
because it's so intricate. It's like about the details, but it's not just about the details. And there's always some Easter eggs there, and like you don't need them, but if you do go after them, it's always rewarding. So that's something very special and unique at Hackathon. It's very smart.
As well, like they also doing stuff like like commentaries on the main issues of society, environment, humanity, as well as crypto, and also at the same time referencing art, history, symbolism, and psychology. And yeah, not many artists out there are doing the same thing with their art. This is like something amazing. And Hackathon, like they do this in a way that it's so amazing.
So I don't know.
Yeah, go on.
So I don't know if you guys know this, but Hackathon was an artist duo born in 2007, and hack actually means the pleasure of discovering what's hidden under the skin, and Tao is for yin and yang, for their creative dynamic.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, right?
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's crazy. It makes it so much more. It's just I love it. There's just
The
so much
more you know.
The more you know.
Yeah, the more you know is right. That's super freaking cool. I was kind of wondering like what that, like I thought it was just maybe like a nickname or something, but I'm always like so intrigued by, we've done some artist spotlights in the Terra Virtua server, and one of my questions like, how'd you get your name, or is it a nickname? And the stories behind it is just so crazy, and it's almost like parallel to like what their art like looks like too. So I don't know, that's awesome.
You know what's interesting as well, another point, is that they actually live kind of away from all the digital, stuff that are happening. They actually live in a little, in the outskirts of a little mountain village in the north of Italy. So it's like, he's really immersed in this natural and naturist environment, and yet he's still involved in digital art. And so it's insane to see, where his inspiration actually comes from.
Yeah, I was going to comment on that crazy lifestyle that they have in the middle of the mountains. There's a lot of snow there. They showed us some beautiful pictures.
Yes, they did.
Have a nice relationship with nature, and I love that.
Don't mind me typing, by the way, guys. I am just working behind the scenes.
Right.
No. Listen, this is important. No, this is important. I'm actually working with Justin and my buddy CryptoBlock Dan, who works with me at Terra Virtua. We're just trying to get some tips set up to reward some TVK to the community.
Sure. Yeah, that must be.
This is actually true. This is actually true.
Oh, wait, Will Shark is watching. Oh, don't mind me typing a lot. I am working very hard right now. So if you guys are hearing this, oh my God, if you guys
Will Shark, believe me.
I'm working so much.
No, Whale Shark is my boy. That is my homie. He knows I'm being serious about this. I'm talking to Justin and Dan just so we can get some extra tips to the community going. We're really trying to hook up the Whale fam today with some giveaways, some TVK, a whole bunch of stuff. So don't hate me if you just heard me chopping away, but I just got them links. So
you give me any entry, I will take it.
driving us in Terra Virtua Gallery. Can you point us to the second piece of Hackathon, because we have a second one? And then I do advise for the younger audience, to look away if you're not of age.
He's just turning around. You just heard that and just turn around.
And we trust you guys should do it. Okay. Now, oh my God.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Okay, we're gonna count to 3. What are you doing?
So yes, this is This is yet another aspect of Hackathon. Right. He likes to toy with, with nudes, let's say. I mean, at least the
hey, you know what, guys? This is a good question, though, and this is a good question. I'm curious what the community thinks, because even we've struggled with this as well. There's things that are kind of inappropriate, obviously, that might involve some nudity, and then there's classy or animated pieces that might involve nudity. And I'm just kind of curious on what people think about that, right? To me, there's kind of a fine line between tastefully done animations or fun animations versus ones that are kind of meant to be crude. You know what I mean?
Definitely, there's definitely a line, but I feel like a lot of NFT artists have kind of been able to mitigate around or run around that line without getting any backlash or criticism, right? I think that they've been doing a pretty good job in making those. tasteful.
Yeah, I mean, definitely. I mean, and Hackatow doesn't have like your reputation for being like distasteful. Like, like there's always like very unique and special type of designs, and clearly he has a style. Like you can just tell a Hackatow piece from a mile away. So it's like I think like stuff like this, animations, like it's definitely done in taste. It's supposed to be creative. It's supposed to be a character. So I mean, that's just my thoughts on it.
Go ahead. No, you go ahead.
I'm being a real gentleman tonight. And like our promoter stream. Have you been watching?
Yes.
So I think that a lot of people use these erotic or sexual kind of themes to kind of produce a shock factor, which I think actually sells up to a certain extent, but it's a little overuse in this space. But I think that the OG crypto people who have been doing this for a while and have been using these themes have been able to maintain their spot and, create these themes without actually being too overhyped, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I agree. All right, I think DC. Maybe we should move on to the next one.
No, it's okay. We can show that. We can show that.
No. Yes, please, because the whole chat was like boobs all over the place.
I think the important part is to distinct like there is art and there is sexualization and
totally,
et cetera. And that's definitely not what's going on there. It is bringing the nudity itself to debate, and I think that's an important aspect.
Yeah, totally. And I think I even saw some members talk about it, like nudity in art, even sculpture, has been around so long. So it's just a lot of people I saw a couple people agree with me at least. Like this is not done just distastefully. You know what I mean? Like this is done for fun as a character creation. And obviously, if you watch the animation, it's fun. The character looking at herself. So, yeah, cool. So why is it always so uncomfortable to talk about a piece that has a little bit of nudity in it?
Oh, I'm super over the. I hate it. I don't hate the piece. I hate to talk about it. It makes me uncomfortable. I get it, but I guess that's also part of the discussion, right? It can produce discomfort, and art often is about touching on that. Why do we feel discomfort with it, right?
So let's move on to the POC piece, because I know that piece is called Click to Scan, and you need to click it to scan it. Can we click it to scan it?
So, click to scan. I don't know about this particular piece. Is there some kind of QRC code that pops up?
Yes. So when you click into it, the ball actually becomes white, and the background is white, so you don't have the lines anymore. It's like this optical illusion thing. So what's very interesting is that Pac actually plays with these optical illusions. I remember seeing one of his pieces. So on screen, I think it's like black and stuff. It's like black. It's like this picture. You don't even know what it is. You click onto it, it turns out white, or the outline actually comes out. So I did some research on this, and apparently the colors, the colors that Pac used were actually blue. But then the screen or the computer picks it up as black. And so when you click into it, it responds differently.
That's so cool. I mean, Pac has been done some really cool stuff. And I want to look into that too, because obviously these aren't on the Terra Virtua platform. So we're pulling the information, obviously. So I want to I'll look into that, why we couldn't click it. It's probably something to do because it's not on Terra Virtua platform. The benefits of being an artist on Terra Virtua. But yeah, I mean, let's talk about Sotheby's.
Let's
talk about Sotheby's. And we're definitely seeing some more traditional auction houses jump into the market. We're all familiar with Punks as the most recent. We know Pac has been at Sotheby's. So I just find this intriguing, and I'm going to ask you guys a question. I'm going to interview you guys with a question where, do you think we're going to see a lot more digital artists from the space go over to auction houses like Sotheby's?
I think I've mentioned this before, but I think that we're beginning to see a lot of, this connection or this bridge between the traditional and the art markets. And I think you're beginning to see this with Beeple, with Punks, and with Pack, right? So I think that it's going to become more and more mainstream. It's just who at this point. It's just
I mean, I could probably name a bunch of artists in the space. I think one that's intriguing. You look at like the real OGs and Coldy, Trevor Jones, like some people that have really started at the beginning when NFTs were just not a thing, that have stuck around, have great quality work. And, it's I think it'd be really cool to see more faces, more familiar names get into these auction houses, and have a shot at some traditional collectors coming in and maybe getting introduced to the blockchain space or NFTs as a whole through these auction houses, right? I don't know, I should probably check up on who bought the Punks. I don't know if it was someone anon or if it's someone that, came forward and announced who it was. But I think over time, like, these auction houses could be very powerful as introduction to, future large collectors coming into the space looking for really top-notch brands and OG artists that have been here a while. But yeah, I don't foresee Pac losing popularity, quality of art, or any type of ingenious marketing campaigns anytime soon. Like, he is, or they, or her, we don't know, right? It's not. So it's just really curious, like, what else is up their sleeve. And I'm just pumped for other artists to really follow their path, of Beeple and Pac and Punks to really have a shot at that. So we'll have to see. And it'll be exciting for those that own NFTs early. This is why if you see a good artist that has beautiful art and it just hits you, it's always good to support artists, pick up a piece, look for Genesis pieces. And, it becomes, not only something that you enjoy, but it could be something that could be valuable as this artist grows in their career, which is, I think, exciting. It's two birds, one stone. And that's just, I mean, at least from my perspective, like when I'm picking up like pieces, that's what I really look for.
To add on to this Shotobi conversation, one thing that Whale has done throughout all these 4 years collecting NFTs is the fact that in this vault alone, we have the best of the best. And on top of that, we strongly believe that almost all of them will eventually end up at Christie's or Shotobi. So this gives you an idea in terms of the price escalation for the future, what Whale is actually holding. We're not just holding any other random artist, but as well as, top artists that have the chance of getting the exposure, not just in the NFT space, but as well as in the traditional art collecting space.
Yeah, and I think I mentioned this before, but I think we're getting a bit of feedback. I mean, that's what we usually do anyways, so I mean, it's pretty realistic.
Oh, the echo is killing?
Yeah.
We're looking into it.
We're looking into it. Oh, no, it's not gone yet.
It was gone for a while.
Yeah.
But I get too self-conscious about my voice, and then I can't talk anymore.
So I wonder what it is.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, we have someone looking into it.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, and so okay, I'm just gonna talk slower. So Jeff, what you were mentioning earlier.
He's gone. We lost Jeff. He's working too hard.
Oh, hello?
Why don't we take the time and talk about Javier arrest? That's right there.
Oh my God, I was on mute the whole time.
No problem. I mean, Jeff, to those on your
I was actually trying to get something ready for one of the giveaways, a video. So I know we will figure that out shortly for the giveaway. But again, for those that maybe have joined late, if you look at my avatar in the stream, we did make a completely customized Whale Shark V-Flex, very similar to what you've seen with the Hashmask V-Flex. And we will be putting one in the vault, of course, and we will be giving a couple of these away to community members here And these are very valuable. Were all custom done. They do have custom animations. I did get a Sketchfab link to show everybody the video of the animations because these are not minted. We are minting specifically just for the giveaway winners here. So we don't have something live, but I do have a Sketchfab video that I could share. And I'm going to share that in 1 second. Let me get to it. Oh my God, there's so many people in this stream. You guys are the best. I am going to drop that in the stream text channel right about now. And if you guys want to click on that link, check out the video of the whale shark V-Fleck that we had made. Again, we are minting these specifically for community winners of this giveaway. So that's why I'm using this Sketchfab link, just to show you guys at least the illustration of it. But this is 3D. It can be used in augmented reality as well on our mobile app for Android, as well as we just got approved for iOS. I know that question might come up. We're just doing some testing and test flight right now, so that's coming soon. But yeah, you'll be able to use this in AR on your mobile phone and stuff too. So people have a ton of fun with these. And whoever wins this, I am going to be insanely jealous of you because when we do custom type of collaborations, for instance, for the hash mask, we make 73 quantity for each of the customized hash mask. There is only going to be 3 of these. So these will be extremely, actually, it's one of the most special items on our platform.
I'm jealous myself here, man. I hope the Vault gets one.
Oh, the Vault is getting one. Vault is getting one. Yeah, and so we will be doing that soon, giving away the first one. I know we'll talk about that on the back end here with Justin and stuff, but we'll figure that out. So let's jump back into the gallery and run through some more of these artworks, shall we?
That is a huge drop. And again, thank you so much, Jeff. I've also just dropped the link in the stream text for anyone who hasn't seen, but absolutely stunning. And I think even just building onto your point earlier about, Sotheby's, which I'm super excited for more artists joining this space and the traditional art world as well. I think that the traditional space is actually coming to crypto art space, right? Because I feel like the auction methods and the listing styles that have really never been seen before, like silent auctions and things like that, and pack drops, or QR drops, they've never been done before in the traditional world. And so it kind of in a way disrupts or even, enhances or forwards the traditional art space, which is very interesting to see.
Yeah, I totally agree. I'm just infatuated with the whole digital art scene as a whole. I just think there's so, like I mentioned before with even Sotheby's, there's so many up and coming artists that are out there. You're just seeing talent come out of the woodwork that are just doing incredible pieces, selling prints for $10, and now they're coming to the space and really earning what their artwork is worth. So it's just really awesome to see. Really, really awesome to see.
Agreed. And moving on, we have Hypergraphic History by Brendan Dawes. And Brendan Dawes, as an artist, I know Whale Shark is a huge fan on, and I'm also a huge fan of Brendan Dawes because you don't see a lot of generative artists in this space, and especially artists that do it exceedingly well and very tastefully as well. He used, I think he has a piece of work that is a permanent collection in MoMA. And so essentially he's a UK-based artist exploring the interaction of objects, people, technology, and art using form and code with an eclectic mix of digital and analog materials. He's author of several books on interaction design, and it's just amazing to have him in this space, being a leader. And so one of these pieces is actually Tokyo. And I believe that this was actually donated by Snowpiercer. To the community after Whale Shark supported him on BitClout and was very supportive towards him. So he actually donated this piece. And so I believe that this piece is actually a moving. So I think that was what it is. But it's essentially of Tokyo and it's all the population. So you can barely see the words there because it's the more crowded it is, essentially just represents the population, and the colors are taken from a night scene in Tokyo as well. And I believe that he's done different in multiple countries and cities, and he's also done Hong Kong as well. So beautiful, beautiful piece. Amazing.
That is a super beautiful piece.
Right?
Yeah, that is.
Sound. It has sound as well of the Tokyo night scene. So it's like, you can't travel. If you can't travel, then Tokyo's going to come to you, which is great.
Yeah, the colors in this
Go to Tokyo, Tokyo can come to you. It's beautiful. The use of color, it's stunning. That stark contrast. And I think I remember before Elon Musk, or fake Elon Musk, came and liked one of Brendan Doss' pieces, or because I own one of Brendan Doss' pieces as well when I bought, and he liked it. And I thought it was a real Elon Musk, but Justin quickly realized that it wasn't. And I was so sure that it was, but I guess it wasn't. But I think, I don't know if you guys remember this, but there was a time where fake Elon Musk went on liking a bunch of
I do remember it.
Right?
The entire Twitter feed was just people were like, "Oh my God, Elon Musk noticed me."
Yes. Oh my God.
Oh yeah, that was a nice joke. Good one.
Yeah.
Nowadays, I think the Elon Musk noticing someone wouldn't be seen as
Oh my gosh. Okay, well then I think moving on. Who's next? Oh, X-Copy. We were one of the artists that I think collected a lot of his one-on-one pieces and really, saw his potential and the pedigree that he had entering the space. And he's, again, one of the leaders in the NFT community as well. And I think recently there was this boom in his works. And I think his works was also featured on BCC. And so that's huge. And you also saw like this suddenly boom in prices for X-Copy pieces. Everyone was picking them up like pack pieces, finding the wearable, going on known origin, just finding all those obscure pieces that you wouldn't necessarily find. But X-Copy, always been a huge fan of his work. It's just so outside the box. I feel like he puts this like mundane day-to-day life and just makes it eclectic. It's so vaporwave, it's so cyberpunky feel, but it's so grungy at the same time.
Yeah,
this
is cool. This is super cool. Just having all these artists together in one gallery is just so freaking cool because, listen to these names, X-Copy, it's just, they're all the crazy thing about that, and this is what I like about seeing new artists even entering the scene, is that you can see these pieces and you already know who the artist is, right? And I think that's so important, especially in the art space, to trying to distinguish yourself, even your personality, from other artists coming to space that are talented, is standing out. And, I always thought, like, from music to art, like, if you're able to identify the person, the artist, or the music artist from music here, it's just kind of like, that's a success to me, right? You have essentially not only created like a really awesome art piece, but whether you like it or not, you've created a brand, right? So it's just really cool. Really, really, really beautiful piece.
One cool fact about X-Copy though, he's obviously he's a London based artist, and he's not doing it for the monetary aspect necessarily. He's mainly doing it for fun. And this is what's interesting because, in this space, a lot of people are, some of these artists are not as well known, and then they trying to put food on the table. But on the other side, like some artists, they are just doing it because they love it, and they love to express themselves through art. So for them, it's not necessarily all about the money, which I find this interesting in an artist.
Yeah, I agree. I really agree. And you gotta you have to give a shout out to Whale Shark here for curating this stuff too, because like all this stuff is these art pieces are just fantastic, right? And I think this is the benefit. Whale Shark has been collecting NFTs, as we know, for quite a while, and he got in early. He found something that he liked from these artists and developed relationships with them, and it's just really cool to see. Like, whether it's a month old or a couple of years old, these art pieces, they're just retaining their beauty, right? You know, they're not aged. Like the style of the artist, the branding of the artist. It's just, you know, a 2-year piece could be released today and it's still going to be super cool. And that's what I find fascinating too, right? It's keeping up with the times, changing technology, changing how digital artists are creating their art in regards to like animations or even 3D. So it's cool, really cool to see.
Absolutely. And who is our artist next to him? I remember Gian mentioned Javier Arraz, which again is a Barcelona-based, I think Barcelona-based, I think it was, you know, he was in Spain, so a Spanish artist, which of course he would make churros, and churros are delicious. He makes a lot of these cuisine-based treats, and you can see how intricate these designs are and the colors as well. I think he also did some on Singaporean food, curry. He did some on, you know, coconut jam. So he really was able to bring all these cultures together through art for people to experience them without even having to taste them. Because I feel like just looking at this piece, it honestly feels like I'm already having a taste of these churros. And the interesting thing about people in Spain when they eat churros is that they actually have them for breakfast. So they actually have like this like very diluted kind of chocolate, and then it's not too sweet, and it's perfect for breakfast.
So cool.
Yeah, I mean, there's so much.
I love churros.
I know, it's making me hungry. We're all thinking the same exact thing.
Right? We're all just thinking about the same thing.
To talk about art, looking at this piece, I can only think of churros. I used to make them with my mom, and I love them so much.
Definitely.
How do I get some now?
Yeah, we should. One day on the whale gathering.
Whale Island, we're gonna have a churros machine.
Yes, we do. Exactly like this. Exactly
I got an idea. I have a really good idea.
I
I think any guests that come into the whale community to do shows and exhibitions should receive a week's worth of churros.
Oh my gosh.
What do you guys think? And we could start with me. I can test it out.
Wait, as in like real churros? As
Real
in we mail churros to your home?
You mail churros to my house.
I mean, how convenient of it to you to be the. I want to be the first person to
right?
test it.
Listen, I know I'd be the first person. I'm willing to take on the risk.
Wow,
Maybe
wow,
they
so
come
much.
stale.
Oh my god!
I can't believe it, Jeff. Well, you're taking one for the team. I can't
Here's
believe
the
it.
thing. This guy is a martyr.
This is a lot for you, mate, because you're gonna make all these churros, you know, homemade. We can't have it any other way.
I made them homemade, but they're so difficult to make. It's not. It's difficult. I would rather not make them. But if you're gonna be a saint, if you're going to be a martyr, I'm gonna make sure to send the churro that is going to get you to heaven, dude. Don't worry.
How about this? I have an even better idea. So not only do we just send the churros, we also send Jeff to your house to make the churros. So I mean, that solves all our problems.
You know what? I still owe Gian my left arm from a race.
Oh my god!
Remember, I was racing. So I can come with churros in one arm and just give him my left arm. So inside joke for those listening, when I was racing Gian and Crypto Motors one time, we were teasing, having a lot of fun. But yeah, no, this is cool. All right, we need to move on from the churros. Clearly a wonderful piece. It is definitely working its magic because we are talking. It's making me hungry. It is almost noontime here outside of New York. So yeah. Let's go ahead. And I know we might be running out of time. So, you know, and it's okay if we got to a lot of the artists. I mean, that was the big thing, is talking about like some of the collections and artists that are, in the Whale Shark Vault. So I definitely don't, Anissa, I'll let you, drive from here on out. I don't want to take too much time. I know we are on a time limit of everything.
No problem. So we can actually extend this to 12:10 because there's so many pieces, and we're quite flexible on timing as well for the next stream. So I would love to go through some of these other pieces from these amazing artists.
Cool.
Yeah. But then I think also Katie Arrington.
Yes. Definitely talk about Katie. Katie is very good.
I mean, I know this was a collaboration piece, but it was a collaboration piece. I remember that. Right? VR Girl. I'm pretty sure it was a collaboration. VR Girl.
Yeah.
Design.
With Van, yes, exactly.
Yes. Beautiful, beautiful piece. I remember seeing this piece and I just went, oh my god. And the heads, like the Oculus, it changes. Like I sat there when we were creating the pieces. I just sat there and I just couldn't take my eyes off the Oculus because it just kept changing. I didn't know when it was going to start and when it ended. It's so mesmerizing.
How long did you stay there?
I would say like an hour. I'm kidding.
Oh my god! I think of that hypnotized frog. You know,
Exactly.
you were that. No, but now that you mention, it just keeps going.
You keep looking at it, don't you? It's mesmerizing.
Oh no! Wait, it already looped. I think. Not
you
sure.
don't know when it starts and when it ends. It's a beautiful, beautiful piece.
That is, and I like it because for those that don't know, Terra Virtua, we are a VR platform. So you have an Oculus. Fan Cave is going to be first. We're working on getting approved with Oculus for the gallery. So lots of cool stuff coming, including being able to pick up your NFTs in VR in your Fan Cave. That's all I'm saying, because I talk way too much and give away way too many secrets when I do these. But I'm leaving it at that. I do have one thing to do. I know my colleague from Terra Virtua, CryptoBlock, Dan, so pay attention if you are in stream text or watching the stream right now. We're going to do our first giveaway right now. So I definitely want to shout out all the dolphins that are here. So we're going to start with a dolphin giveaway. So Dan, if you want to go ahead and do the dolphin giveaway, just tip a random dolphin something, and the winner of that tip, if you want to DM Dan or myself in Discord, we will work with you personally in getting that special custom VFleck minted and into your account on Terra Virtua. So let's go ahead and do that, Dan. I know he's working on that.
Calling Dan, paging Dan.
He said, okay, are we ready, dolphins? This is for the dolphins.
Go, Dan.
Here we go. Let's see what we got. He's doing it right now.
That's exciting.
Ooh,
I wonder who it's going to be. LaRochelle!
Congratulations.
LaRochelle, yeah. So LaRochelle, if we were saying that right, please shoot myself or Dan a DM, and we will work with you directly later today after the exhibition, of course, in giving you your prize. So congratulations for winning one of these super, 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 super rare whale shark V-Flex.
I remember you telling me in DM, like, these work are quite valuable given the fact they are such a scale compared to all your other V-Flex that you guys put in production.
Yeah, and I think one thing that we're going to do is I know we were going to say we're going to do a couple, but to be fair, this is the importance of getting involved in the whale community, guys. We're going to be doing one for dolphins, one for shark, and one for whales. So if you are a role holder, this is just some of the benefits coming into whale community for some special giveaways. We definitely want to make sure that these giveaways are for people that are involved and participate in the whale shark community. So so we shall do one for shark and whale next. And you know what? Why don't we just go ahead and do the sharks now? I think everyone's kind of hyped. So Dan, go ahead.
For the moderators, yay!
do one for the sharks. And if the community wants, maybe we can mint a couple extra for the moderators.
I was joking. No, don't do that.
We're getting one, man.
It's rigged. No, they're gonna hate me for it. It was a joke. Don't do it. If I ever win on poker, they're gonna burn me at the stake.
Let's see what shark is going to win a custom V-Flex. And yes, guys, these are very, very valuable. Our custom V-Flex they sell for a very healthy amount. So this is a valuable item, and I'm talking out of jealousy, so it's hard to keep my excitement. All right, let's see. I know they're running a Who's Active right now, so it looks like Pepe got is the winner here. So Pepe, you are the second winner of the VFlect Whale Giveaway. Congratulations.
Pepe.
Congratulations, sir.
Congratulations on that. So, cool. So, we can, do you guys want to do the whale one now and just do all the giveaway now, or do you want to wait till the end of the show?
I think we can wait until the end for a little bit of suspense.
Sure. Yeah, let's give some suspense to the whales out there.
Yes.
So awesome. So sorry, Anissa, I didn't mean to interject. Please continue.
No worries.
I apologize.
I'm sorry. Joy is just staring me in the face, so I cannot not address that. He's literally staring me in the face. This is Bubblegum Borg, and I know that Joy actually made a custom Joy toy, which is amazing that he made that, right? For people that can really own his pieces at an affordable price, and anyone can really buy his pieces. But this is Bubblegum, which goes with the Bubblegum Borg, and it was for the whale community, so it was an amazing piece. But Bubblegum Borg, I think he actually grows bigger the more gum he eats, if I remember correctly. I'm always fascinated by how he comes up with these descriptions, like fries, like, if you get a pack of fries, like he created like this Joy toy, or this Joy, which is a pack of fries, and then he created this individual fry, which its story was that it dropped out of the packet, and then he made this bird, which has a story that it ate that fry. It's all interconnected. It's this whole Joy universe, which is
also it's
insane.
worth to mention that he's building this with the Oculus, and he's creating this whole world. So basically, that's why he's called Joy World.
Mm-hmm.
And while he's doing this, he's actually creating this world in virtual. And I wonder myself, like, does that bubblegum actually grow a centimeter by eating, bubblegum every now and then or so? Like, is that an actual thing that happens in virtual? We're gonna have to get Joy back on the stream and find out.
We may need to. I mean, sometimes if I wasn't in Oculus for too long, I feel like I just forget about real life. Why wouldn't you want to live in Joy World, right? I mean, it looks wonderful.
Joy is just, it's so incredible, like, the imaginations of these artists. Like, you think about, like, how do you come up with an idea like this? And that's a question that I would love to answer. Like, it's so unique, it's fun, right? It's just clever. And I'm just so curious, like, jumping into the imaginations of all these artists. Imagine that ride. It's
absolutely insane. It's also the level of perfection that these artists can achieve. I've always said that I feel like to become an artist, it's like very far, and there's this like needle, and then at the top is like perfection. I feel like to be an artist, a lot of them strive for perfection, and I think that it's a quality that not a lot of people have. But when artists actually, because to strive for perfection, they need to be obsessed with something and consistently working on something, and to really have this one vision, for their art pieces, which is, I think, precisely what a lot of brilliant artists do.
Yeah, I agree.
But definitely, I think Joy is definitely one of those. And when I first came to his space, his pieces really, really encapsulated me.
Again, branding, right? Being able to identify like the pastel colors, the bright colors, like it's just, you could tell just looking at this from a mile away, like, oh, that's most likely a Joy piece, right?
Yes.
So I don't know. I'm sorry to keep beating the dead horse about that, about branding and identification, but I think it's so important for digital artists to have that, right? To have their own style where, you can look at 1,000 pieces and be able to pull the one out from that particular artist.
It's a trademark, right? It's a trademark. It's one of the things, because a lot of these artists, and I mentioned this word like quite a few times, it's entrepreneurs, right? I mean, they're managing their PR, they're managing their marketing, they're managing everything. So it's very important for them to get that really solidified, there's trademark, right? So that they're identifiable.
Yeah.
Which I think is really evident in this marbles piece as well. And I think it's the first piece that you've really seen Joy himself stretch and then morphed into this whole shebang of just this. I don't even know what are in the piece. I mean, can we zoom in?
Shebang.
Yeah, you can walk it. Yeah, you can walk closer. Yep.
So it's Joy, and then you get this whale, and then you get these like little fishes, I think, and then these corals, which is just stunning.
Look at this. Look how intricate this is. It's incredible. It's really, it's just so remarkable. Like, I'm just so fascinated with how they're creating this. Beautiful, beautiful piece.
Yeah,
Indeed.
definitely admire Joy as an artist.
As an NFT collector, you gotta collect the Joy. And then
Yes.
as you were saying earlier, he's got like NFTs priced for everybody. And then at the moment, he's got his I think his Joy toys, and those are amazing, like a round pencil or a paintbrush.
The last time that I had to like come on and talk about this, the last time that Joy came on and did a live art session with us, he made this toy that had like wheels made out of burgers and axles made out of French fries, and it was all just like stuff that the crowd suggested for him, and it was so fun. DC was there. I don't know, we gotta have him back. It's such a joy, literally such a joy to watch him work. Yeah.
And welcome, Heather, by the way.
Hi.
Hey, Heather.
I remember seeing that piece. It looks absolutely stunning. And I just remember him sitting on that beanie couch, right? And then he just starts.
Oh my God, his face is amazing.
It's just all yellow.
I love it so much. Like, that's just like a dream as an artist, is to just like have your creative space to literally feel like a piece of art like that.
Absolutely. Yeah. No, Joy is an amazing artist. And I think Nixon, we have Monfa Cabrera. So Monfa Cabrera was actually one of the very early pieces that Whale Shark collected. So I believe that he started collecting in 2019, but this was one of the very first artists that he actually got into. So he creates a lot of very graphic style pieces, and they're very funky, like with a lot of bright red colors. So red, yellow, orange, all of the signature colors. A brilliant artist, and would love to see more of him in the space. But yes, very, very brilliant in mind.
And it's titled number 2, clever.
Yes.
I mean, I love like the minimalistic style like of this. Like it's just beautiful, right? Like you really have to, you look at all the different styles, and we were just looked at the wild creation Joy did, and you come over this and the simplicity, that's what's beautiful about it, right? But I always get nightmares when I think number 2. I always go back to my young childhood days thinking about school.
Well, it's like kind of breaking that pencil, right? It's like pencil power.
Yeah, lightning. Yeah. Super cool. Super cool.
You know what's interesting?
I would love to know like the train of thought of these artists, like as they're creating these pieces, right?
I mean, it could very well be the same thing that you thought, right? It's like his childhood, and then giving it thunder because maybe you didn't like it, or maybe it was just very powerful. And a pencil, right? It's like it gives you so much power. You can write, you can create, but you can also erase. So it's not just one side. It's like, now I'm being too philosophical. It's like life. You can create and you can erase. I don't know.
So you're saying art is subjective, huh?
Yes. Well, I don't know. I mean, yeah, but it's amazing because I feel like this gallery with all of these pieces really encapsulate the entire journey of the whale community collecting, right? I mean, pieces that he collected, that we've collected since the very beginning, and pieces that we've recently collected. So you've really been able to see that in evolving style and taste and how we select artists, right? It's like the categories and the different criteria or the different things that we look at when we do invest in a piece.
Yeah.
Which is amazing.
Totally.
I would love to see what other pieces we haven't spoken. I know that there's a frenetic void somewhere. It's hiding.
Yes. Let's get to
frenetic void. Let's go to him. We're searching. I think it's behind you. It's behind you. No, 2 behind. Wait, go back to the
other behind.
But a little bit to the left. But no, not your left. Mine. Okay, let's talk about.
I was going to say, so we need a GPS system to put in the art gallery.
Oh, nice.
Okay,
so let's talk. Oh, there we go. Frenetic void.
There it is. Straight.
There we go.
Yeah,
just towards it. That's right.
This is wild.
You nodded.
This piece is crazy.
Right?
Yeah.
It's called Panic. I mean, I remember seeing this piece. What do you guys think? Like, it looks like the dentist. It honestly just looks like what I would look like if I went to the dentist. When I go to the dentist.
Well,
That's
It's pretty accurate. It's like a
If
portrait.
that's what your dentist looks like, I'm gonna probably put a suggestion here. You might want to inquire potentially about looking to move to a different dentist, because this one looks like it's got a lot going on here. Isn't that awesome? We just talk about how art is subjective. Like, you could just looking at this piece, like you feel like there's, I've talked. I know George Boyd teases me about this all the time. You feel like there's like a story here, there's like a character story. Like you can just look at it, spend a couple minutes, and you can think of like a storyline. Like, what is this character? What is this piece about? Like, what is the meaning of it? And I think that's what's most exciting about a piece like this in particular, is that you just can brainstorm ideas of like, what is going on here? Like, what's happening? And I feel like art is really, in this particular piece, is just pulling out into your imagination of what it could be, right? So that's what's exciting to me when I see this piece. I don't know, I really like this. This is a intriguing one to me. Kind of creepy, but is it a normal person that got attacked? Like, is this supposed to be a creepy character? And it leaves it up to the imagination of what it could be. It's awesome.
I'm sticking with my dentist story, but I also, is it just me or am I seeing like coronavirus like hints everywhere? Like, are those like in the background? Do you see, are those like the cells, like the bacteria cells or the germs?
Oh,
Is it just me? Or is
Yeah,
it,
I couldn't see that
like-
until you said it. I was like, oh, that's what those are.
that makes sense.
I thought they were
Yeah.
nails. I thought they were nails from far away, but that really looks more like the outside of like a virus cell for sure.
Okay, so here's the plot twist. This is Anissa after she got back from the dentist.
Yeah, it could be.
Oh my
I mean, it's subjective, right? It could be. It could be.
No,
That's coronavirus. Yeah, of course.
yeah. Well, I'm just teasing you, Anissa, obviously. But all jokes aside, like it's pretty cool because we're all, as we're joking about the dentist and a character, like we all can each have our own storyline for this piece. And that's what's really cool for collectors, is they can just kind of lock in their own storyline and what it means to them from being subjective. So very well done to tickle the imagination on this one.
Definitely. And I think we saw a rack piece as well, or Arc 4G. Arc 4G.
Yeah,
There we go.
Arc is super cool, super cool artist.
It's so satisfying.
So mesmerizing.
Yes, his animations are extremely mesmerizing, and I had a chance to develop a relationship with Arc. He's actually an artist that is on the Terra Virtua platform. Just a wonderful human being, very, very intelligent creator to really capture again the imagination. We teased about a piece that he has on Terra Virtua. I didn't know it was like metal crushing, and I was like, well, it looks like bullets. And he's like, but they don't shake like that. And I think, again, like going with the mesmerizing nature of his artwork and mixing in, the subjectiveness of what it could be, you just find yourself staring at art pieces for a long time. It's like one of those videos you see on social media, where I don't know if you guys know what I'm talking about, but it'll be like 3 minutes long of like what's supposed to be like the most soothing video ever, like bread slicing or something, and you just are just watching it because somehow it's just like therapy. It's like soothing. And I feel like when you watch an art piece, that's what it's like. It's just very soothing type of animations.
It's like
right?
visual ASMR.
Oh,
Yes.
for sure.
Yeah.
brain
totally.
yoga.
And you know what's the best
Right.
collaboration? It was between Rack and Arc. I
Yes.
mean, it's a match made in heaven. It's like a collaboration made in heaven. And they did make a drop, and I think it was on Nifty Gateway, but the piece, it just went together beautifully.
Yeah,
I
definitely.
mean, you can't help staring at this. We could stare at this for hours.
That's what I'm saying. You could get stuck staring at art pieces. I've done it before myself.
Yeah, it's a huge time sink. When it pops on Twitter, it just like I get lost.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I think we're struggling to I think we're struggling a little bit to I think DC is lost in it too.
It's
Yeah.
like forbidden cheese sticks.
Oh, yes.
So, wait, what is that supposed to mean?
Cheese stick.
Like it looks like a cheese slicer if it could cut like that. You know what I mean? Like those
It's so
wire
smooth.
cheese slicers. And I don't know. I just like cheese, so it's just me.
Oh, you see cheese and stuff, is that?
I see
Most of
tofu
the time.
actually.
Yeah, because it's
tofu,
white.
because it's
That
white.
would
I
make
see
more
tofu.
sense. Yeah.
It does
Just-
look like
it's-
tofu.
Yeah, it's just soothing, but then it turns into like red, crisp,
Rose gold tofu.
rose gold tofu.
You guys are just
Wow.
hungry,
I
man.
don't think I've heard of
Yeah,
ever
we're
heard of
hungry. We got
this before.
churros. We got rose gold tofu. Oh my god! And then we had a dentist. Yeah,
Yes.
I think we're
Oh
all
no, we had bubblegum and then dentist. So
Bubblegum.
they
Oh,
go
yeah.
together.
yeah. Well, since Whale Shark is a curator, does that mean he's always hungry?
I mean,
Maybe.
it has to be, right?
I don't know.
Really?
Our streams always end up there's food conversation at some point.
Pizza.
Okay, do we put the pineapple or no?
Oh my God.
No, we're not going there.
No,
We're not going there
no,
today, no. And so I think behind this piece, there's actually a Pascal Boyard.
Oh yeah,
Pascal.
Pascal. Yeah.
Beeline, yes. No, a little bit back, behind you.
Behind you.
Yes, Pascal Boyard. So this is
That's
the
definitely
last
Pascal
of the
piece.
Medusa. Pascal Boyard is an amazing French artist. I think he is the first mural artist in the digital space, and he will be releasing a Sistine Chapel piece very soon that I think is cut up into many pieces, so be sure to check that out. But this was created in, I think he just created these murals and then he translates them digital and he animates them, but he's created a lot of these types of artworks, and a lot of them were actually collected. Almost all of his 1-on-1 pieces or NFTs were actually, collected in 2019 in the vault, and so you can check that out there. But this is personally one of my favorite pieces from Pascal Boyard from his 1-on-1 editions. It's all over the media outlets as well, on newspapers and things like that. So it's a very popular piece. It's just something that you wouldn't expect that it was on a mural, and now and there's something special about knowing that it's painted in a piece in France. And so when you go to France and you go to that place, you can take a look and go, hey, I own that. It's really cool that it has a physical location to it as well.
His work is just beautiful. I mean, I've had an opportunity to talk to Pascal before. I mean, just over messaging, and again, yeah, I just love his branding. Like this just reminds me of like a 300-year-old piece, right? It's just feels super classic. Just absolutely stunning. Just a stunning piece.
Definitely. And I love that some of his pieces even encapsulate like some real world, like what's going on in the current world. I think there was one called Liberty Mural, which was essentially, I think there was like a revolution or something that happened, not revolution, but like the Yellow Vest movement in France. And he captured that beautiful and wonderfully, and then minted that on the blockchain, even though it was taken down, actually, I think by the police, the mural, the physical one. But then
really? Was it?
Put them on digitally.
Wow.
And I think it's even in like, I think that he posted some pictures, but I think it's also in kids' books as well, like school books and stuff. Yeah. So amazing artist, Pascal Boyard. Beautiful. And this is mesmerizing as well. You just, every time you look at it, it's like you find something new.
Yeah. Well, the animation looks real too.
Yeah, it does.
Super cool.
And the next one, right next to it, is Pixel Pet. Pixel Pet, Eugene, real name Eugene, artist, fantastic artist, and his music all curated by himself. We have an amazing article that Nightmare wrote that is available. So if you guys want to learn more information about him, feel free to check that out. I'm going to link that into the stream text in a bit. But I wish we could hear the music because the music is amazing. I literally sat there and I listened to that music on loop for 1 hour while I worked. This is no joke. This actually happened because his music is so good. If he could be an artist and he could be a producer. This beautiful work.
I love the color palette on this one.
Right?
It's amazing. Mm-hmm. No, yeah,
Can you hear the music?
The colors, it's amazing.
And it's a story. I love artworks that have a story.
Oh my god, I just realized that. Yeah, he's clicking through. That's actually an art piece. Oh my god, that's cool.
Right?
That is cool. All right. What do you guys think about if I did another VFLEG giveaway to the whales?
That sounds great. Whales, would you guys like that?
You think that's a good time to do that right now?
I think the whales are getting super excited in the stream text.
All right, I shall do that. All right, so let me go ahead and pop this in here. All right, so I am dropping one random TVK to a whale subscription holder, and I'm dropping that in 3, 2, 1.
Let's see who's the winner.
Gilzar.
Gilzar!
Nice. Nice.
Congratulations.
There he goes.
Gilzar, congratulations.
It's not the first giveaway that he wins, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, this
so
guy is
lucky.
too lucky, man. He's winning
Yeah,
all the
he's
time.
lucky. Uh-huh.
I'm just going to send this to my group. And sorry, Anissa, I didn't mean to cut you off again.
No worries.
I know they might have been impatient waiting for that, so I wanted to get that done.
Definitely.
But I just want to post this in a group that I have with Justin, and we're good to go. Okay, so we can go back to it.
But Pixel Pet, definitely an amazing artist. Go check out his work. I know that he's experimenting with a new style, actually, so go check that out. He also has a gallery in Crypto Voxels. So Crypto Voxels is another great way for artists to promote their work. I know Jose Dabo, even he has an art gallery, digital art gallery. So definitely go check out all of these amazing artist gallery. I literally just stay there I would stay there for like half an hour, and then when I went there, I actually went out and purchased a bunch of Pixel Pet Crypto Voxel little wearable things because I couldn't help myself. And I'm sure that if you go into, you'll probably do the same thing because they're just so adorable.
It's just cool how it's like it looks like it's on the screen. That's clever.
Yes.
I like that piece.
Yeah, but then let's take a look around. I think I saw a CS Lim piece. So I think it is on the other wall. So on your, I think so. That's right. I'm not sure actually.
I love the way that you
Where is that?
directions.
I'm actually.
No, you're behind.
I see it. There.
There.
No.
There.
On the left.
Right.
Left. To the left.
The black and white one.
The black and white one. To the left.
Yeah,
To
yeah.
the We got there.
CS Lim Into the Memory, one of our amazing Chinese Oriental artists, basically does these Chinese painting style art pieces that evolve. And so it evolves into different sceneries. I'm not sure if this one is actually a moving piece. Yes, it is.
It is a moving visual and audio as well. So I just posted the link in the chat. Please open it and listen to the audio because it's just like amazing and soothing at the same time.
So I think he does a lot of these Oriental pieces as well with the sound. And so it's great to have so many different representations from so many backgrounds and cultures, right? And them representing them so well too. So, you have Javier Rez with the, representing his Spanish roots, and, you have here CSM representing, his Asian roots as well. So it's great having such an eclectic mix of artists in this gallery, in the vault, and in this space as well. So beautiful creation.
Yeah, it's a very pretty piece.
I think so many of these pieces, we get lost in them.
Totally. I was just about to say it's very, very intriguing, like how Whale Shark is curating these collections, like between landscapes, pixels, and just like wild, crazy art too. So, but they're all just outstanding.
Honestly, one tip if you're actually collecting for an investment, other than really practicing a very cautious and very analytical eye when you actually collect these pieces, one thing that's very helpful for myself when I collect is actually, if you can create a chart with all of the kind of criteria that you're looking for in an art piece that you think that is something that you're looking for, or that is something that's valuable, that would be great that you can actually check it off when you invest in pieces. So that's another tip that people can use. But again, the most important thing is actually, if you actually are looking into NFTs and purchase them, is purchase something that you actually really love, and not just for the investment value, but just a fun tip.
Yeah, no, I agree with you on that.
I agree as well.
If you look closely, you can see the movement, and we do have quite a few of these pieces. And I have to say, having moved them around in VR, they look beautiful up close.
They do. We have to zoom in. Oh, I love the ship detailing. Look at that.
Oh wow,
Look at
yeah, I
the
didn't realize
ship.
that. Yeah. Oh wow, that's
Oh,
incredible.
there's more ships as the fog clears up.
Wow.
That's incredible.
Gotta go in here with the Oculus.
Oh yes, you do. Absolutely.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's going to be fantastic.
Gotta
Yeah.
get that Oculus for that. I'm jealous.
It's your birthday. You should have got it by now.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Happy birthday,
I'm
JJ.
waiting for someone to
Happy
give
birthday,
it as a
G.
birthday
Happening
gift to me. You know?
Happy
That's what
birthday,
I'm waiting
G.
for.
Oh, that'll never get old.
Oh, I hope it does. I hope it does. I hope it dies of old age sometime.
So let's tour the space. So take a look if there's any artists that we have or our pieces that we haven't touched on. But I think that we have touched on quite a few already.
Yeah, I think we got a majority of them.
Oh no, Da Vinci and a lot of money.
Oh yeah, let's go there.
Oh my god, zoom into this piece. This piece is, you have to zoom in order to really
Oh,
really get all the details.
goodness.
Look at
Look at the
that.
detail.
Right? And look at
What's going
Satoshi at the top. It's hilarious. It's such
Oh
a
my god, and
funny
Vitalik,
thing.
he's holding Vitalik.
Oh my god, I love
That
it.
is so funny. Yes, that is amazing.
So great.
And
look
the
at
fire.
Anonymous.
The fire is
Anonymous.
burning fiat. Look at that.
Oh, that's
Wow.
hilarious. It's blowing up. And then look at Anonymous is in there. That's so funny.
It leads the eye, you know, it really guides the eye to the entire piece, like from the animation, right?
That's so clever.
The description is great. In the name of the hash, the keys, and the happening hodl.
I love that.
Because there are almost 200 currencies in the world, but there's only one international currency. In the name of the hash, the keys, and the happening. Hold. That's
I love
incredible. Yes.
it.
Da Vinci and a lot of money. You guys hit a home run on this one.
Mhm.
That's cool.
Definitely. Hats off to you guys. Hats off to you guys.
Well, those two are super smart and it translates to the pieces. Yeah.
And Xu Lijiang, a Taiwanese-based artist, if I remember correctly. And so she traveled around the world. I think she lived in France. She lived in New York, and she basically became this very established artist, protesting against some of the politics and some of the issues that we face in society today. And so a lot of so in some of the interviews that one of the interviews that we did with her, it was very interesting because, again, it goes back to your point, Jeff, that these artists think so differently. You know, they can really see things in a different light, which I never really thought of before. You know, it's really thinking outside the box. And so you see these very abstract pieces and, you know, you go, what is the meaning behind them? But then when they actually explain it, you go, oh my gosh, I didn't know this happened in history. And that's why you brought this into your pieces, you know? It might not even just be about like their journey or you know, what happened to them, but it's, you know, their knowledge about what happened in the past, and they're bringing these things to surface, right? So it's beautiful.
Yeah.
And so I think this piece was one of the first largest NFT art pieces that we actually purchased that got on mainstream media, if I remember correctly. So I think we paid 40 ETH for this piece. Correct me if I'm wrong. 40 ETH on this piece. Let me double check.
Very emotional piece.
Yes, very, very. And brilliant artist as well. Created Yuki Films, and she also did like more drops on pills around blood cells on Makerspace as well.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
Stunning artist and stunning art pieces. Just very, very intelligent woman. Very intelligent woman. Let me just search up. So, yeah, I love that we have so many different cultural representations of artists in this gallery alone. Even that I feel like really represents our vault and the dynamic how dynamic it is. And missing number 2. Can anyone talk about this piece? I believe that this is another pack piece.
Yeah, that's the thing, right? Like it already looks like another pack piece.
Right.
I believe this is. I might have missed this one in the sheet that we had for this. But yeah, I do believe this is another POC piece. Hey, community, is this a POC piece?
It definitely looks like one.
Definitely.
Yeah, I mean this is missing number 2. Yeah.
Oh, it actually sold for 50 ETH. 50 ETH. Shuli Zhang.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
50 ETH. I underplayed it. 50 ETH. Beautiful.
All these works are just absolutely stunning. And they look fantastic in here, but again, I might be a little biased.
No, I agree with that. They do look fantastic in here. Wow.
DC, what do you think? I know you work with a bunch of stuff like this and you build out things.
Yeah, this is one of the best galleries I've seen. The best layouts and the best graphics. I love the engine, of course. You play a lot of 3D based games, and it's really nice to look around. I am very excited to look at this in VR because, like I said, looking at these pieces in VR, and I've spent a lot of time doing so, it just gives it a whole new look, whole new level. It's like being in a it's almost better than being in a real gallery, honestly. Yeah, I'm very excited for people to get a chance to do that.
Cool. Really cool, and I appreciate the compliment. I shout out to our dev team on this. Like, I know they have worked super hard in building this, and I can imagine in the future we're just going to keep building, on Terra Virtua, building things out, and perhaps making things bigger and better as time moves on. So we've gotten some really great feedback on this. Artists absolutely love it, and we're really focused on the quality. And so for those who are wondering how to go into the art gallery, you can just go to terravirtua.io. Just scroll all the way down on the home page. You'll see a download button for the client. Again, you have to download it because it's built in Unreal Engine. So it's a little bit too powerful to be web-based. But yeah, it is for free. And if you go into the art gallery, well, first get an account at Terra Virtua, which is also free, but go into the art gallery, sign in through the client. And then if you go to exhibitions, you'll see the Whale Shark exhibition will be up for a while if you want to just go through the art gallery on your own time. And or if you want to start collecting from some of the digital artists on our platform, you can customize this any which way you want. Obviously, this was preset for the whale exhibition, but for personal users, you can actually put your portraits or your NFTs any which way you want by artist or multiple artists. Just have fun with it. And if you ever want to give us some feedback, you're more than welcome to hit us up on Twitter or jump in our Discord server and give us a shout.
Definitely. And again, Jeff, thank you so much for joining us and even letting us this space for us to display our artworks. It was so much fun just us chatting and really riffing off about, everything. And again, always enjoy it.
It's the least I can do for Whale Shark's 1-year anniversary and Gion's birthday. It's the least I can do.
Oh my God. We waiting for you on CM. If I beat you every single one of the races,
I know, man.
Stop wishing me happy birthday.
We are so stacked up. We just have a ton of stuff coming to Terra Virtua. New licenses.
You are running from the challenge.
Oh,
in the track.
For all those out there that are waiting for any type of new license or new drop, like if there happens to be a delay in the hash mass VFlex, it's because I have to raise Gion in crypto motors. But
I'm pretty sure everyone at your job will understand, man. I'm pretty sure they're listening, and they understand that it's a noble cause to fight.
Yeah, that's right. It's a noble cause. It is important to keep my relationship with the whale community alive. It's actually part of my job to do that. So you're right, G. Yeah, definitely on that. Definitely.
You're welcome, Terra Virtua.
But all joking aside, guys, I mean, super big shout out for DC being able to navigate the gallery for us. Anissa, Gian, Heather, Adi, you guys just totally rock. I love what the whale. Shout out to the whale community itself. You guys are just one of my favorite communities in the entire space. Just always fun and exciting to come in here and have some fun talking about NFTs and especially things that are in the vault. So very, very, very big thank you for having me on today, and a big happy 1-year anniversary to Whale Shark. Just much, much more success I wish for all the community and collections in the vault for the future.
Right back, actually, Jeff. And with that
Thank
said,
you.
congratulations to all winners of the VFAC pieces. Take good care of them.
Yes.
And
Yes, we will reach out to you. You can DM myself or CryptoBlockDan, or I will be reaching out to you throughout the day, and we will have a chat and make sure we get that into your hands. And we are on standby, waiting to go through the minting process since they are hot off the press, custom made. So big congrats for the community winners, and for those that are looking to get involved and get a subscription, whether it's a dolphin, shark, whale. I'm sure you can talk to the mods about that if you're interested, but would highly suggest you get involved. Very fun community, and just a lot of rewards outside of just the whale currency as well.
absolutely. Thank you so much, Jeff. Thank you so much, everyone. Have
Thanks,
an
guys.
amazing rest of our 1-year anniversary. Next up, we actually have our Gods Untamed stream by the one and only Gian. And so let's jump there.
All right, see you guys.